200cc. It's a Mario Kart Wii game mode accessible through CTGP Revolution, and in my opinion, the best way to play Mario Kart Wii. 200cc is a very high-speed game mode that adds a few mechanics to the game, like fast falling, brake drifting, that don't already exist on 150cc somehow. With 200cc, however, comes 200cc time trials, and with these time trials comes a few challenges. Now, these challenges come in the form of ghosts called Expert Staff Ghosts, or ESGs. These ESGs were made by the amazing 200cc community, and the Nintendo ones were made all the way back in 2022. Now, across the past month and a half, I've personally beat all 32 Nintendo Tracks Expert Ghosts, and can personally tell you the experience was pretty enjoyable. However, there are a select few of ghosts I would say are harder than others. Which ones? That's what I'm going to explain! Starting off at number 10, we have Mushroom Gorge. The staff ghost is a 115.943 by cow, which is 3.09 seconds off the BKT. This ghost is actually not that hard looking at just the driving alone, especially since cow only went towed at bullet bike. However, the part that had me struggling the most were the ramp skip and the left side. With the ramp skip, sometimes I just wouldn't get enough air to get onto the next mushroom. Either I would fast fall, lose all my speed, and for the left side, sometimes my wheelie just wouldn't come out, like what happened in lap 3, or sometimes I'd just bounce and just lose all of my speed. These two things combined to make for a pretty challenging ghost, but once you get those two tracks consistently, then the ghost isn't all that bad. At number 9 is N64 Sherberland. The staff ghost is a 128.921 by electric, which is 3.76 seconds off the BKT. This ghost forces you to drive on Magic Cruiser, which sucks because not many people on 200cc are going to be used to that vehicle, as it is very bouncy, slow, and does not have any good drift. This is bad enough, but combined with the slippery track, the first 3 seconds being tough, and the penguin cycles all combine to make a very challenging ghost. However, electric does not have the best driving in the world, and they don't even jump over a few gaps here and there. At number 8 is GCN Mario Circuit. The staff goes to 107.842 by cow, which is 3.02 seconds off the BKT. This is one of the many ghosts in the pack that requires you to do a challenging shroom favor 3, as you have to shroom incredibly early and drift at the perfect time. But beyond that, there is a safer route that I did not bother to learn, as it is much slower. Another thing that I personally struggled with here were the chain drifts, as you had to do it immediately after the cut. I would get so many 3-to-3 runs to end because I missed a few chain drifts. But beyond that, the ghost gets very high mobiles towards the end, so if you just get a few low tricks, you can gain plenty of time. At number 7 is Coconut Mall. The staff goes to the 108.843 by police, which is 3.83 seconds off the BKT. You got another track where you have to do a hard strat 3 for 3, and although this ghost is on a cart, the strat took me a lot longer to figure out, and I was genuinely struggling for 1 hour on how to do the full cut fast. And after I learned how to do it fast and how to do the cuts consistently, I had settled on only doing the shroomless ones, and only having above average driving. In my opinion, that is the easiest way to beat the expert ghost if you haven't already fallen to full cut. With all that being said though, the ghost is on a cart, so it isn't hard to be faster than the ghost. Now we're getting into the really hard ones, as at number 6 is DK Summit. The staff goes to 120.598 by police, which is 8.13 seconds off the BKT. 8 seconds may seem like a huge amount of time to save, right? Incorrect, as the BKT is an extremely hard shroomless double strat that saves over a second. You can chase this ghost by doing that, but it's way easier to not even bother with it in my opinion. Onto the ghost itself. It's another incredibly hard shroom cut 3 for 3 that has you doing a very precise shroom timing and alignment to get it perfect. Now I beat this ghost way back in April when I got 10th worldwide on it. However, I have heard from the experience of most others that this ghost is incredibly tough, just based on the shortcut alone. However, the upside is that the ghost doesn't even do the single cut 3 for 3, so if you can even just do that, you can gain 0.5 each lap, which is just fast enough to beat the ghost. At number 5 is Maple Trueway. The staff goes to 143.610 by electric, which is 3.68 seconds off the BKT. This track in my opinion is the hardest Nintendo track to master in all of 200cc, as it has many difficult sections and is incredibly hard to drive. This leads to the expert ghost automatically being hard. However, the ghost really puts a foot on the gas on this ghost, as it does most of the strats very cleanly while avoiding harsh wiggler cycles. The hardest part about this track though is just having good lines while not getting unlucky bounces that can happen. Things like bouncing over the boost panel, having a tight tree branch turn, avoiding the zipper, and awful wheelie locks towards the end make this ghost incredibly challenging. The only saving grace is that the ghost doesn't have a very good start to each lap, and they don't do the ending low tricks. At number 4 is Bowser's Castle. The staff ghost is a 143.320 by police, which is 3.19 seconds off the BKT. Being only 3 seconds off the BKT on a very strat heavy track while the ghost is on Bowser Flame Runner proves that police did not hold back on this ghost. This ghost, in my opinion, is the best driven Nintendo staff ghost. Onto the track itself, however, this is one of the harder tracks to learn. As a starting ramp, spin drift, zipper, and spiral are all very technical to learn and can be quite challenging for a newcomer. On top of that, the fire cycles can get in the way, and sometimes you just levitate over the boost panel before the first ramp. Although I just hyped up this ghost heavily, it is only on Flame Runner, so you do gain a lot of time just on the spiral and spin drift sections alone. At number 3 is GCN Waluigi Stadium. The staff ghost is a 124.264 by electric, which is 4.7 seconds off the BKT. This ghost also drives really well for being a suboptimal combo, and is also very arguable as the best driven staff ghost. However, the track is what makes this ghost a hard one to beat. The first ramp, the wall bounce, the shroom, the wall wrap, and the turn after the wall wrap are all tough spots to learn 100% consistency on. These strats alone make the ghost really difficult, combined with the excellent driving from electric, and you do not have an easy ghost. However, the ghost does hit some off for lap 1, it is only on Flame Runner, so you do gain time on those really tight turns. At number 2 is Wario's Goldmine. The staff ghost is a 117.421 by Boshi, which is 2.87 seconds off the BKT. This one is just a skill issue on my end. I'm not gonna lie about that. The ghost doesn't drive fast at all, as they literally told me themselves that they drove that on purpose to make the ghost significantly easier, thank God. However, there are 2 main reasons why this trick is so hard. One is that the track itself is so inconsistent and bouncy. This makes the overall track experience not enjoyable in the slightest. And 2, the most important, is that the shortcut is probably the hardest 200cc Nintendo shroom cut that there is, as the shroom itself requires you to have very precise timing, angle, and precision. The bad cycles lap 2 and lap 3 could also kill your good alignment, leading to your demise. And if you're not killed by the cut, you're most likely killed by the god-awful track. This combines to make Wario's Goldmine the second hardest ghost to beat, but there's one more little ghost that just beats out this one in my opinion. And finally, at number 1, we have Dry Ruins. The staff ghost is a 118.636 by electric, which is 3.39 seconds off the BKT. This ghost is another contention as being the best driven ghost in the pack, but what makes this ghost so hard in particular is the wall glitch. The wall glitch on 150cc is all based on your skill and is in your control. Not on 200cc, the wall glitch here is complete RNG. It feels like 20% for you to make it. Combined with a decently challenging shroom cut, slippery road, lucky ending, and some precise low tricks, and this is easily the hardest 200cc expert staff ghost. I beat this one personally by doing a decent wall glitch 2 for 3 and going through the sand lap through with decent driving, which is all you can ask for, as I beat it by 0.2, which I consider to be decent. All of these things add up to make this the hardest 200cc expert staff ghost to beat. And that was my list. Did you agree with my takes? Probably not. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments below. This was my first ever top 10 video I've ever made, and it was certainly a fun one to make. Thank you for watching this video, and please commit piracy.